Mr. McGregor, I have an urgent letter for you. It is from Rebecca. I am glad to hear from you, Gregor. It is wonderful that after all of your travels as a soldier, you have created a great honor upon your name. I would be humbled to hear about your experiences in Venezuela, so I invite you to a gathering of all high-class London on the eve of King George IV's coronation to celebrate the new royal family and the prosperous times to come. I would love to hear back from you soon. Rebecca.
Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great.
Hello, everyone. How exciting it is to have a new king. Isn't it truly wonderful?
Yes, King George will fare us well. He is noble in every regard.
George IV, George III, George II, they're all the same anyway. Besides, it's Prime Minister Liverpool who's doing all the work. Why don't we change the subject? Have you heard of that Ponzi scheme in America? It's absolutely horrendous. Those poor investors.
That's that investment fraud that pays existing investors with new funds collected from new investors?
Exactly.
Oh, that's absolutely awful.
And that con man Ponzi kept all that money to himself without returning any to his investors. It's a miracle he was caught.
Welcome, Gregor. It's wonderful to see you.
You as well, Rebecca.
It's nice to see you, Mr. McGregor. Rebecca has been telling me all about your travels in South America. If you don't mind, would you tell me your story?
Yes, tell us all about it.
So much has happened since you last saw me, Rebecca. Where do I begin?
Well, anywhere you want. How about your last battle in Venezuela?
My last battle in Venezuela. I remember this bitter wind that swept over the hillside. As I made my way over the recently soaked ground, my battalion consisted of about 1,200 native men, all very good men. As I looked onward into the battlefield, I lost all sense of myself. I felt only rage. I hated the Spaniards. They were my enemy. If I couldn't be victorious, then death would be the better option. As time passed, the wounded and dead fell thickly over the soaked ground, garish scarlet flowing over softened earth. And then backup came. The Venezuelan revolutionaries. When their cry was heard, my remaining men launched themselves forward without delay. The grain shifting under their boots belonged to the revolutionaries, not the Spaniards. To see foreign warriors upon it was all the motivation their hearts required. Then the battlefield lay quiet, for it was now a graveyard of the unburied. The sun still shone, the wind still blew, but somewhere, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters wailed in vain. These men that were once boys who played outside and laughed at each other's silly tales, now their souls had departed to celestial planes to once again walk with their ancestors. But the battle was won. We were victorious.
How brave of you, Gregor. Thank goodness you made it out alive. Did you get anything in return for your immense bravery?
For my countless acts of valor, I was granted 8 million acres in Central America. And it gets better than that. They made me a prince.
Prince? Prince of where?
Well, Poyais, this wonderful country filled with British colonists, all very civilized.
I've never heard of Poyais.
Most of the world has not, but I assure you it is real and it is beautiful.
Well, tell us about it.
The main city is wide and open, sloping gently down to a cosmic blue, pure river overflowing with vibrant minerals, including gold. A grove of cypress pines flanks us on one side. Fruit trees run through the center of the city and continue on for miles. The ground is so fertile, anything will grow. Past the river, there is an infinitely vast, plush green meadow that stretches beyond sight. There is so much land in abundance, and it is waiting for someone to use it.
How magical!
It truly is. Look here.
It's magnificent.
I must take my leave now. I have much business to attend to, but I won't be far. Send a letter if you need me. Good Goodbye.
Farewell, McGregor.
I knew that Gregor had made quite the name for himself, but I never dreamed that he'd become prince while civilizing Latin America. How brave of him. I would love to see this Poyais. It must be a great investment if backed by a man like McGregor.
I agree. The picture of the landscape and the prospect of riches makes it very appealing. I should write to him inquiring more.
Since nothing will be happening in England for a while, the prospect of Poyais seems pretty promising. Rebecca, could you send a letter on the behalf of all of us, inquiring about the cost of the land McGregor is selling in Poyais?
Yes, of course. I will arrange a ship for us to visit Poyais after we have finalized our share. The price should not be too much of a problem considering the immense beauty of the land and the appealing features that McGregor described.
I can't wait to visit Poyais and feel the lovely climate. And the capital? What a place of culture and elegance.
It sounds like a wonderful investment. Pure water, fertile ground, and gold in the rivers. How exotic. We must contact him immediately.
Yes, I'll fetch the pen and paper right now. I can barely contain my excitement. Dear McGregor, after much deliberation between me and the others at my party, we wanted to let you know about how delightful your proposition seems for Poyais. The landscape you described previously seems suitable for prosperity to the highest degree. We would like information as soon as possible regarding purchasing land in order to civilize the Poyaisians into the formalities of English society. This would be a great service and we all wish to invest accordingly. This would be a great opportunity for colonization and the betterment of society under our new king, who will further England's position as a worldwide power, as has been happening in our civilizing missions in Africa and India. Please contact me again promptly. Rebecca.
Look at the landscape. Isn't it beautiful? Come to Poyais. Poyais, 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 Poyais. Come to Poyais. Success, gold, riches, fame. Come to Poyais.
Mr. Richardson, a letter for you from Mr. McGregor.
Thank you. Welcome, my friend.
Richardson, I hope you've received my letter.
Absolutely, Gregor. I'll help you on two conditions. One, you give me half of what you earn, and I'll offer you my credibility and my home. Two, don't actually send them to Poyais, this fake country of yours. That would be too horrendous. Before they got on the boat, tell them the truth and escape with me to India.
I agree. Poyais. I am the Prince of Poyais, king of all the English and the Poyaisians. I am the Prince of Poyais. 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 I'm so happy for everyone who can go to Poyais. Aren't you?
This is absolutely insane. I will not take part in your schemes any longer.
What are you talking about, Richardson? You have been my friend for so many years, and now you decide to give up right on the eve of success?
I will not send tens of thousands of people to their deaths willingly. I thought we agreed to tell the truth.
I assure you, Richardson, I am not sending anyone to their deaths.
They will arrive to find nothing but wasteland and little resources to keep them alive.
But the English will always prevail.
Not when they are nothing more than part of the upper class. They've never even worked a day in their lives.
They will succeed.
What about Rebecca?
Rebecca? She can hold her own. They all can.
You are absolutely insane. I will have no part in this scheme anymore. Tonight I shall leave this wretched country.
I am the Prince of Poyais. Come to Poyais, Poyais, Poyais. Come to Poyais.
I can't wait for Poyais.
Hello, Miss Rebecca. Are you excited for Poyais?
Of course. I'm so excited to see how lovely Poyais is.
I have to go. I have to get out of here. Where should I go? What should I do? I have to leave before they find out. On to the next life that awaits.